morning, everyone. I am Vanshika Kohli from BGMC Second Morning. Welcome you all to the speech competition on the behalf of the Institution's Innovation Council, James Vasant Coach. The Institution's Innovation Council, IIC, was established on 21st November 2018 at James Vasant Coach. Since their inception by the Innovation Cell, MIC, in accordance with the norms and directives of the Ministry of Education, formerly Minister of Human Resource Development, MHRD, the Innovation and Incubation Centers, IICs, have been at the forefront of fostering innovation and entrepreneurship. It is established to engage a large number of faculty, students and staff in various innovation and entrepreneurship related activities such as hackathons, leadership talks, ideations, workshops, seminars in IPR entrepreneurship and other competitive events to enhance the innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem in the institute. Without any further ado, let's commence this competition. The judge for this competition is Mr. Vineet Verma. Mr. Verma, an assistant professor with 5 years of teaching experience, has lectured at prestigious institutions like Delhi School of Journalism, Delhi University, Makhanlal Chaturvedi University, and YMCA New Delhi. He holds a Master's in Mass Communication from Guru Jamuneshwar University of Science and Technology and a Master's in Political Science from IGNOU. Sir is currently pursuing his PhD at Doon University, Dehradun, focusing on areas such as advertising, public relations, new media, communication, marketing, and media and society. Let's give a huge round of applause and welcome our judge. Before we call upon our first participant of the day, I'd like to walk you all through the rules guiding this competition. The speech must directly address the theme of the contribution of innovations and youth in the Indian education system. Each participant must deliver a speech with a minimum duration of 4 minutes and not exceed a maximum duration of 6 minutes. Participants must develop their own perspectives, arguments, and examples, ensuring originality in content. Sources must be cited if participants choose to include external references. Participants are welcome to deliver their speeches in either Hindi or English. The judging criteria will include originality of content, clarity of expression, relevance to the topic, persuasiveness of arguments, and overall impact. The first and second position holders will receive certificates. Participants are reminded that adherence to allocated time limits is crucial. Exceeding these limits may result in immediate disqualification. The first participant of the day is Amrita Joshi.
One and all present here. I, Amrita Joshi, would like to express my gratitude towards the IIC Club as well as the faculty for providing me an opportunity to speak up on the topic, the innovation and contribution of youth to the Indian education system. Without a tradition, art is a flock of sheep without shepherd. Without innovation, it's a corpse. This quote represents a combination of both traditional and innovation patterns as important. Acquiring from this, let's go back to the traditional Indian education system. The first education system in India, dated back to the 5000 BC, was the Gurukula system. In this model, a student, that is a Shishya, would approach a teacher, that is the Guru, for admission. If accepted, the student would stay with the Guru, assisting with the household chores while learning practical skills, science, mathematics, philosophy, and metaphysics. This holistic education system emphasizes the development of implementation of human values and practical knowledge to solve real-world problems. As we advanced, changes occurred. Time schools opened along with the British ascendancy. That brought a spring in the surge of English language into the Indian education system. Education has been an integral part of the society which looks upon the success that the country has attained. As a nation, it contains a gargantuan youth population which plays a potent role and cannot be understated. They do not appear to be quiescent recipients of knowledge, rather are agile instigators of an evolving education system. Meaningful youth engagement in shaping and delivering education is critical to the society. It is a make it or a break it factor that will determine how meaningful and efficient the transformation process will be. The importance of innovation in education is more than just staying current, but it's also about looking after the future. OCLEs, that implies online class learning experiences, are online platforms that facilitate interactive learning experiences for a group of students. They go beyond traditional e-learning by promoting active participation, knowledge sharing, and peer-to-peer collaboration. These tools offer video calls, document sharing, interactive whiteboards. They create an exciting learning experience. A trickle of examples of OCLEs are Unacademy, Udemy, Coursera, and Zoom. One of the big innovations in India would be e-gamification of Indian learning. Gamified learning is all about taking game design elements like challenges, badges, rewards, levels, and incorporating them into an education. It's a fusion of education and gaming. In simple words, it means learning that feels like a game. Doesn't it sound interesting to you guys? Let's understand it in a more complex way with a very familiar name, Byju's. It is one of a wide range of online learning programs and resources for students. It offers educational content. In addition to technology, the Indian education sector has also witnessed the emergence of new pedagogical approaches. These approaches focus on providing students with hands-on practical experiences that prepare them for the real world. Indian education startups like 101 Reporters have used experiential learning approach to provide journalism students with a real-world reporting experience, allowing them to hone their skills and build their portfolio. Along with other startups like QMath have used collaborative learning approach to provide students with a collaborative and engaging learning environment where they can work together to solve a math problem. The Indian education sector is experiencing a rapid transformation with innovative technologies and pedagogical approaches reshaping the education with the continued adoption of technologies and approaches. The future of education in India looks bright, offering students new opportunities to learn and grow. The references in the speech were taken by the UNESCO Organization report and the history of Indian education. Thank you.
Sharma have the pleasure of discussing a topic that's not only relevant but truly inspiring: the remarkable contribution or innovation of youth in the Indian education system. Let's embark on this journey together. In a country as diverse and dynamic as India, education has always been a cornerstone for the social progress. However, it's the youth of today who are reimagining and reshaping the cornerstone in a way that we have never seen before. They are not just participants, they are leading a revolution from within. Firstly, let's delve into the technological innovations spearheaded by these young minds. In an era where technology is at our fingertips, young Indians are harnessing to bridge the gap that we have never seen before. They're developing apps that gamify maths and science. They are developing enjoyable and more approachable ways of making these subjects fun. They are creating online platforms that offer courses in everything, from coding to classical dancing, democratizing access to education. These tech-driven solutions are making learning personalized, interactive, and most importantly, accessible to all the corners of India. But innovation does not stop at technology. The youth are advocating for a seismic shift in the educational ethos itself. They are challenging the traditional teaching methods and campaigning a more effective hands-on learning process. They are pushing for a curriculum that are not only academically rigorous, but emotionally and socially encouraging. These young changemakers understand that education should foster not just intellectual growth, but also personal development and social responsibility. Community involvement is another sphere where the youth's contribution are nothing short of revolutionary. They understand that real education transcends the confines of the classroom. They are interacting and initiating community-based projects that aim to educate and empower at the grassroots level. from teaching digital literacy to the rural women and to organizing environmental awareness campaigns. These young changemakers are ensuring that education serves as a tool for social transformation. Moreover, the youth are not shying away from the policy-making aspects of education. They are leveraging platforms from social media to national conferences to voice their opinions and advocate for social transformation and educational reforms. They are calling for policies that make education more inclusive, equitable, and aligned with the needs of the 21st century. Their voices are becoming impossible to ignore, influencing policy decisions and shaping the future of the education in India. In weaving this tapestry of change, the youth of India are also emphasizing the importance of global citizenship. They are fostering an educational culture that appreciates diversity, encourages cross-cultural exchange, and prepares students to be the global leaders. Through international collaboration and exchange programs, they are creating a generation of learners who are not just well-versed in the subjects, but also empathetic and aware global citizens. In closing, the contribution and innovation of youth in the Indian education system are a beacon of hope and a testament to the power of young minds. They are not just transforming education, they are reimagining it for a better, more inclusive and connected world. Their efforts remind us that when it comes to the shaping of future of education, there is no more force more powerful than the innovative spirits of the youth. Let's celebrate these young visionaries. Their journey is just the beginning, but the path they have been paving is bright with promise. As to young minds shaping the future of Indian education, the revolution is underway, but it is a sight to behold. Thank you.
My dear friends and esteemed teachers, today I am going to speak on a topic which is the contribution of youth in the Indian education system in our current changing landscapes. First of all, let's talk about the academic excellence. We all know about the great IITs that we all praise about. We also see the accomplishments they make when they go outside and make these huge startups, or when they contribute to such huge economic disparities, when they challenge such economic disparities that occur in our society. So we will first start with what are the challenges they are tackling and how they are facing them. Their role extends beyond the classroom. They are change agents, advocating for improvements in the education system. They draw attention to issues such as outdated curriculum, lack of resources, unequal access to education, working tirelessly towards a more inclusive and effective educational structure. Our youth are not only the academics and innovators, but also socially responsible citizens. They engage in social initiatives, which includes educating rural population, talking about things that we don't talk about, such as their cultural problems or the problems they face in their real life. This all stems from the values they inherit from our education system, and these values continue to pass on to their descendants or the coming years. In the era of digital transformation, our youth are tech-savvy contributors. They actively participate in the development and adoption of educational technologies, making education more accessible, interactive, and relevant to the demands of the modern world. Recognizing the importance of practical skills, our youth advocates for educational reforms that emphasize skill development alongside traditional practices. They understand that a well-rounded education prepares them for the job market and equips them with the necessary skills that they need to survive in the outside environment. Our diverse population represents a rich cultural tapestry of India. They are not only preservers of cultural heritage, but also contributors to its evolution to the people. As environmental concerns, they take the stage globally. Our youth are environmental activists. They advocate for sustainable practices that helps us in preserving our environment. And as we all talk about the climate change, our youth is more responsible for tackling the problems that are currently our planet is facing. And finally, as global ambassadors, our youth represent India on international level. We all know about the population of India. Our population currently, there are more than 90 crore people under the age of 35 in India, and these all people are we can just say that these people are also socially responsible and they hold a lot more political power. These educated citizens makes us other countries interested in India, interested in the potential of India, which makes us a lot more unique on the global stage. By making us more unique on the global stage, they allow us a cross-cultural understanding between different cultures. Their presence on global stage contributes to India's international prestige. And in conclusion, the role of youth in the Indian educational system is multifaceted and dynamic. These are not only the leaders of today, they are leaders of tomorrow, and their work will continue to improve our India's destiny and will ensure that their endeavors and their contributions empower India and drive the India's growth forward. And in the end, I would like to highlight the fact that despite many challenges that are faced by our current education system, or many of the things that our youth is currently facing, our youth is actively taking steps forward to solving these problems. And by encouraging the youth that is actively solving these problems, we can ensure that our youth continues to grow in a more positive way and bring a more positive feedback to our society. Thank you.
गुड मॉर्निंग से आपके सामने प्रस्तुत करती हूँ एक स्पीच जिसका विषय है युवाओं का योगदान भारतीय शिक्षा प्रणाली। भारत की इतनी बड़ी जनसंख्या में करीब 65% लोग 35 वर्ष से नीचे हैं। इसका मतलब ये युवा हैं। इनके अंदर रचनात्मक और नवीनता के परिपूर्ण स्रोत। शिक्षा प्रणाली को आधुनिक बनाने के लिए हमें युवाओं की बहुत ज्यादा आवश्यकता है। इस संदर्भ में हमें याद रखना चाहिए कि युवा है तो देश है। शिक्षा हमारे युवाओं को सशक्त बनाता है और आज की 21वीं सदी की जरूरतों को पूर्ण करने के लिए शिक्षा ही एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण साधन है जिससे हम अपनी जरूरतों को पूरा कर सकते हैं। स्वामी विवेकानंद ने कहा था, शिक्षा मनुष्य में पहले से मौजूद पूर्णता की अभिव्यक्ति है। हमारे युवाओं के दिमाग में आलोचनात्मक सोच, समस्या समाधान और उद्यमशीलता कौशल का परिपूर्ण स्रोत है। भारतीय शिक्षा प्रणाली बहुत विशाल है। इसमें जितना शिक्षा और शिक्षकों की महत्वता है उतनी ही विद्यार्थियों और युवाओं की भी महत्वपूर्णता है। युवा हमारे देश में एक शिक्षा प्रणाली में बहुत अहम भूमिका निभाते हैं। उन्हें शिक्षा प्रणाली में सुधार के लिए सक्रिय रूप से भाग लेना चाहिए। वे नए और आधुनिक प्रेरणादायक पाठ्यक्रम, शिक्षा तकनीक और शैक्षणिक योजनाओं का निर्माण करते हैं जिससे विद्यार्थियों को बहुत मदद मिलती है। अगर हम भारत के युवाओं की प्रतिभा को देखें तो अपने प्रतिभा के दम पर भारत के युवाओं ने पूरी दुनिया भर में अपना परचम लहराया है। ये वही प्रतिभा है जिसके दम पर नासा, जो कि अमेरिका की सबसे बड़ी स्पेस रिसर्च ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, वहाँ पर 36% भारतीय है। ये वही प्रतिभा है जिसमें MIT जैसी नामी यूनिवर्सिटी में भारतीय छात्रों का डंका बजता है। ये यही युवा पीढ़ी है जिसका योगदान है कि भारत आज चांद के उस छोर पर पहुंच चुका है जहाँ पर आज तक दुनिया का कोई देश नहीं। ये वही प्रतिभा है जिससे आदित्य पलेचा ने महज 21 साल की उम्र में जेप्टो जैसी बड़ी कंपनी को खड़ा किया। भारत जैसे प्रगतिशील देश में और भी बहुत से आविष्कार हैं जिनको आज के युवा अभी तक संजो रहे हैं, उनका सृजन कर रहे हैं और आने वाले समय में उनको जन्म देंगे। भारतीय शिक्षा प्रणाली में युवाओं ने बहुत ही बड़ा योगदान दिया है। वे हर तरीके से अपने आप को, अपने प्रेजेंस को दिखाते हैं। युवा एक जीवन स्टार्टअप है। रोजगार सृजन में और तकनीकी प्रगति में वो देश को की वीरता और उनके वीरता की गाथाओं को किसने नहीं सुना। अभिमन्यु में एक चीज थी, वे डरते नहीं थे और इसी चीज की विशेषता की जो लोग आज भी तारीफ करते हैं। अभिमन्यु को चक्रव्यूह से बाहर निकलने का रास्ता नहीं पता था, पर फिर भी वे उस चक्रव्यूह में अकेले घुस गए। तो फर्क इससे नहीं पड़ता कि आप जीतते हैं या आप हारते हैं, पर फर्क इससे जरूर पड़ता है कि आपने कोशिश की या नहीं। आज का युवा काफी हद तक कॉन्फिडेंस की कमी या दूसरे क्या सोचेंगे इस चक्कर में अपने आप को समेट लेता है। हर कोई उतने साहस से मुखर होकर अपनी बात को नहीं रख पाता जितना जरूरत है, पर आज जरूरत है प्रत्येक युवा को कि वो सामने आए, अपने आइडियाज को रखे, अपने प्रतिभा का प्रदर्शन करे। अंत में मैं बस कुछ पंक्तियां कहकर खत्म करना चाहती हूँ कि तू लिख, नदी का बहाव लिख, मैं का भाव लिख, आत्मा का जुड़ाव लिख, बाजुओं का जोर लिख, अंदर का शोर लिख, खुद को ना तू कमजोर लिख, सफलता की
Well said by the former POTUS Barack Obama. best suited for today's theme. Greetings to the Honorable Judge, faculty member, and the audience present here. Today, I, C. Tanya, BHMC first year student, is here to deliver a speech on the theme, the contribution and innovation of youth in Indian education system. I hope you find my opinion relatable. Youth, or the younger section of the population, is the most enthusiastic as well as the fruitful section of the population. Youth can actually said to be the positive drive for enhancement when they are provided with the right resources to work with. एक देश की युवा पीढ़ी असल में ये दर्शाती है कि वो देश कितना आगे बढ़ सकता है और उस देश में कितना पोटेंशियल है कि वो ग्रो कर पाए और टॉप कंट्रीज की लिस्ट तक पहुंच पाए। यह बिना किसी शक के कहा जा सकता है कि युवा ही आगे जाकर इनोवेटर्स, बिल्डर्स, क्रिएटर्स और लीडर्स बनेंगे। इंडिया इज अ होम टू अ फिफ्थ वर्ल्ड यूथ डेमोग्राफिक एंड ये हमारे टारगेट्स अचीव करने के लिए काफी फायदेमंद है। The younger generation's engagement in our country's affairs is certainly one of the most critical aspects of a country's innovation. Youth are critical and analytical thinkers who are not only discover the challenges and problems that exist in our system, but also possess the power to change the world and be unbiased, to put forward any obstacle that comes in the way of system and showcase it over the stage. आजकल की जनरेशन सही मायनों में चेंज मेकर बनकर युवा सक्रियता यानी यूथ एक्टिविज्म को बढ़ावा देती है. Youth are using the social media in the best possible form to put forth the real world challenges in front of the whole world. यही ही नहीं, युवा पीढ़ी तो जिम्मेदार है एक कंट्री में नए पर्सपेक्टिव्स को लाने और उन इंसाइट्स और नॉलेज को यूज करने के लिए जो बड़े लोगों तक आती ही नहीं. Young people become the communicators who exchange their ideas and agendas to the colleagues, friends, communities, societies, and talk about the problems and solutions. Entrepreneurship and innovation related studies are now introduced to the students to broaden up their horizon and build their own ventures. The stress is now also given to the creative process too. The primary objective of all this is to harvest creativity, self-employment and innovation. हम बात करते हैं एक ऐसी व्यक्ति के बारे में जिनका नाम था मैरी मुंटेसिर. इन्होंने 19वीं सदी में ही यही बात बता दी थी कि अगर बच्चों को इतनी स्पेस और फ्रीडम दी जाए तो वो इस कॉम्प्लेक्स सी दुनिया में भी ऐसे सॉल्यूशन निकाल सकते हैं जो हमारे देश के बड़े काम. Even other great people like Paul Fryer stressed on the point that even teachers could learn from the students. So why not the country? Why not the Indian education system benefit from the youth contribution too? The younger generation of this country are trusted with the vision for the future, which isn't just restricted to global, but also for the whole world. India actually holds the third largest education development sector globally. Education system को skill focus बनाया गया है, पर क्यों और किसकी वजह से? इसका उत्तर है youth, युवा पीढ़ी. Indian education system आजकल vocational careers, technical and soft skill और इन सभी पॉलिसी पर इतना फोकस करते हैं क्यों? Just because youth contribution to Indian education system, introduction of schemes and programs like the Skill India Mission and Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan under the Department of School Education and Literacy are possible because of today's younger generation only. अभी का ही उदाहरण ले तो बेंगलुरु टेक समिट 2023 में प्राइम मिनिस्टर श्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने यही बात बोली थी कि ग्रोथ ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी एंड इनोवेशन इन द कंट्री will be driven by the innovative youth and increasing the technological access in the nation. यही collaboration इंडस्ट्री और एकेडमिया के बीच यूथ की इनोवेशन को प्रमोट और प्रिपेयर करेगा. नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ अर्बन अफेयर्स की तरफ से भी काफी फेलोशिप और इंटर्नशिप प्रोग्राम्स को शुरू करा है ताकि युवा पीढ़ी को प्लेटफॉर्म मिल पाए और वो अपना कंट्रीब्यूशन इंडियन एजुकेशन सिस्टम को देते रहें। इनफैक्ट U20 जो नेशनल यूथ कॉन्क्लेव है वो इंडिया का सबसे बड़ा यूथ काउंसिल है। आखिर में मैं बस इतना कहना चाहूंगी कि युवा पीढ़ी का एक्सपीरियंस और उनके आइडियाज हमारे इंडियन एजुकेशन सिस्टम के लिए नए और लाभदायक तो है ही, पर यूथ इंसाइट और इनोवेशन किसी गोल्ड माइन से कम नहीं। थैंक यू।
संसाधनों का सेतु बनाकर देश का विकास के पथ पर लेके जाना चाहती हूँ। जी हाँ, मैं देश को राष्ट्र निर्माण बनाना चाहती हूँ। सादर नमस्कार सर विनीत और मैम अनुप्रिया। आज मैं शिवाकांक्षी देश के युवाओं के बारे में बात करना चाहती हूँ। हमारा देश जो है वो कई साल पहले सोने की चिड़िया के नाम से जाना जाता था, पर वो सोना भी हमसे छीन लिया गया और वो नाम भी। पर आज हम उस नाम से जाने जा सकते हैं जो हमसे कभी छीना नहीं जाता है। आज हम देश के युवाओं के नाम से जाने जाते हैं, और जाने भी क्यों ना जाएं। हम उस देश के बच्चे हैं जहां कर्ण अर्जुन जैसे योद्धा पैदा हुए थे, जिन्होंने एक गुरुकुल से पढ़कर पूरे विश्व में अपना नाम किया। अब अगर युवाओं की ही बात हो रही है तो स्वामी विवेकानंद जी के बारे में मैं कैसे बात करूं। स्वामी विवेकानंद जिनके पास इतने कम संसाधन थे, वो शिकागो में जाकर सबको बता के आए कि भारत के युवा किसी से कम नहीं थे। आप सब ने स्वामी विवेकानंद की उस प्रसिद्ध उक्ति को तो पढ़ा ही होगा कि हर व्यक्ति एक अव्यक्त ब्रह्म है। जी हाँ, आज उस युक्ति को पुनः याद करने की जरूरत है और अपने इस गौरवमयी युवा सन्यासी के शब्दों को अपने भीतर उतारने की जरूरत है। फिर चाहे आज सुंदर पिचाई हो या आप में से कोई भी, जब तक हम उस गौरवमयी इतिहास को याद नहीं करेंगे तब तक हम अपने आप को ऊर्जा से भरपूर नहीं कर पाएंगे। चाहे बात करो दूसरों के बिजनेस बढ़ाने को या अपने बिजनेस बढ़ाने को, इंडियन यूथ इज एवरीवेयर। अगर मैं बात करूं सीईओ ऑफ गूगल और ऑफ अडोब और माइक्रोसॉफ्ट, इंडियंस हर जगह मिलेंगे, और क्यों ना मिले, हमारी जड़ों में ही वो खून है। रमेश बाबू और वैशाली जैसे छोटे बच्चे जो चेस में जाकर अपना इतना बड़ा नाम कर रहे हैं, उन्होंने अंडर 10 इयर्स, अंडर 12 इयर्स और इवन अंडर 15 इयर्स वो टाइटल्स प्राप्त किए। Indians have highest rate of entrepreneurship activity. About 27% of Indians are engaged in entrepreneurship. अब हम देख ही सकते हैं कि जो हमारा इंडियन एजुकेशन सिस्टम है वो ना तो सिर्फ पढ़ाई के ऊपर फोकस करता है, वो हर चीज पे फोकस करता है, जिसकी वजह से आज का जो यूथ है वो हर फील्ड में आगे बढ़ रहा है और हर फील्ड में अपना नाम कर रहा है। इंडियन एजुकेशन ने हम बच्चों को उस तरह से तैयार किया है जिस तरह से कोई अदर एजुकेशन सिस्टम नहीं कर पाया। अब अंत में मैं इतना ही कहना चाहूंगी, हमारी जड़ों में ही आगे बढ़ने का खून है, वो क्षमता है। तो चाहे हमें कोई बांध के रखना भी चाहे तो हमें उस बांध के रखना भी चाहे तो हम उससे आगे बढ़ेंगे और अपना नाम करेंगे। धन्यवाद।
I will here to give you the feedback and about my analysis about this huge competition. So students, as a judge, what I observed and what I know about how you deliver your speeches and the words, the facts. So it's about the facts, the quotes, the attributions that you include in your speeches. It's about how you pitch that. Pitching is always important. When you add on the quotations from dignitaries or personalities which you think is important for the speech, and when you add facts, when you add attributions, when you add examples, always be crucial about choosing those things. Let's say it was about the contribution and innovation of youth in Indian education system. So always go for the relevancy. If my example is relevant to my speech or not, that my example is important or not, does it support my work or my speech or not? or it is just vaguely I inculcated in my speech to make it beautiful or good to hear. So always keep this in mind. Choose the quotations, choose the attributions, choose the policies, choose the fact according to the topic, the theme of the speech. यहाँ पे कुछ बच्चों ने हिंदी और अंग्रेजी दोनों भाषाओं का उपयोग किया है, तो मैं दोनों भाषाओं का उपयोग करूंगा इस कथन में। जब आप अपनी वक्तव्य दे रहे होते हैं या उच्चारण करते हैं अपने शब्दों का, वो जो उच्चारण है उसका ध्यान जरूर रखिए कि आवाज ऊंची हो जाए आपकी, वो शब्द कहीं ना कहीं धूमिल सा हो जाता है, खो सा जाता है। हमने पाया कि कई बच्चे ऐसे हैं कि आवाज के चक्कर में वो शब्द का उच्चारण ही नहीं कर पा रहे। शब्दों का उच्चारण करना इसलिए महत्वपूर्ण हो जाता है अगर आप हिंदी बोल रहे हैं, अंग्रेजी बोल रहे हैं, इसीलिए बिकॉज आप का एक होती है आपकी नॉर्मल लेमैन्स लैंग्वेज which you use in a daily life, and there is another professional language which you use in speeches and your professional fronts. So rather using the unhone, don't use unne. Unne is a daily language word, is a layman's word. So ucharan becomes very important. And if you are coming up with the tough words in your speech, try once at your home, because pronunciation, उच्चारण is important. हम कुछ लाइनों का उपयोग करते हैं अपने वक्तव्य में या अपने कुछ उच्चारण कर रहे हैं, बोल रहे हैं, उसमें हमेशा ध्यान रखिए कि आपकी जो लाइनें हैं सुनने वाला सुन रहा है। हम स्पीकर हैं पर हमने हमेशा ध्यान रखना है कि जो हमारे लिसनर्स हैं इनका। A speaker is a good speaker if he or she taking the interest or as a responsibility takes care of the listener. You have to look in the eyes of the listener while delivering the speech. So, using your non-verbal cues is also important in speeches. Your expressions, your eyes, your body language. It speaks a lot. So, it's not me sitting here only that I'm listening. It's the people, and your competitors are sitting as well. Make them listen your speech. And how? It's the responsibility of the speaker. While delivering a message, while delivering a speech, look into the eyes of the people. I'm speaking, sir, are you listening or not? This should be the attitude of yours while delivering or while be the part of the competitions like this. I observed many things that students give many facts, many percentages, many facts about Indian education system or youth in Indian education system. Please keep this in mind. Whenever you're quoting something, define your sources. Some of the students did that. When you have the theme, there is always past, present, and the future. How you are inculcating the facts, तथ्यों को किस प्रकार आप रख रहे हैं, ये बहुत एक इम्पोर्टेंट या एक महत्वपूर्ण बात हो जाती है। आखिर में एक दो लाइन देके मैं आपको समाप्त करूंगा यहाँ पे कि आप जब अपने आवाज का उपयोग कर रहे हैं, ऊंची आवाज का उपयोग कर रहे हैं, आवाज ऊंचा होना इज नॉट गुड, आवाज बुलंद होना ये महत्वपूर्ण होता है। चिल्लाना इज नॉट बुलंदी या बुलंद आवाज। How you are taking pauses, how you are communicating with the people, and those who are not listening, look at them. Are you getting the point, guys? So this should be the criteria while giving the presentations, while giving the speeches in the competitions like that. And with this, thank you so much. And I really appreciate. It was really difficult for me to choose first, second, and we are also giving the third position as well. So we will have 3 winners of this competition. It was a tough decision to choose. So I have judged on the basis of many things, which I just talked about. So on the basis of that, I chose first and second and third position students. I hope you will learn something from here. And what I really appreciate here is that your efforts count, students. When you are the part of this kind of speech competitions, it gives your confidence a boost. हार जीत चलती रहेगी, जिंदगी का सफर है, चलता रहेगा. आप क्या कर रहे हैं ये महत्वपूर्ण है. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
I have the results. The third position goes to Pratham from BCA. The second position goes to Ayushi Srivastava, BJMC. And the first position
You can
goes
ask for the guesses as well.
yeah.
Sitanya.
Shivakanshi Ahuja.
Sitanya.
Sitanya Shivakanshi. Shivakanshi Ahuja.
Sitanya.
Anyone.
Sitanya.
ISC Media and Communication Department to deliver the vote of thanks. Their presence and contribution have been invaluable throughout this journey.
What a wonderful competition it was. And firstly, I would like to thank Vineet sir. शब्दों के धनी विनीत सर से अच्छा और कोई कौन हो सकता था जज इस कंपटीशन के लिए. Thank you so much sir for your time and your expertise and your feedback. Sir ने already काफी कुछ बता ही दिया है. To all the competitors, all the participants, participate करना ज़्यादा ज़रूरी था. The efforts you took, you dressed up. That is like beautiful. Just to see that is like minute efforts which you take. That matters a lot. Participation matters a lot. It will build your confidence and it will, in future, will benefit you all. And congratulations to all the winners. Very happy for you all. You did very well. Hindi ho ya English, any language, you were amazing. And thank you to the organizing team, Unnati Bhatia, Harshita Ahuja, Anshika Kohli, Sakshi Kasana and Paridhi for coordinating. Thank you so much for the successful event. Thank you.